for the Lord will rebuild Zion and appear in his glory." We followed these rabbis up to their room, and they went into the upper room of their house, and I watched these rabbis fall on their knees and cry out, "This changes everything! This changes everything!" I could see the Lord go over and start to blow on that tiny ember of revelation on the inside. And little by little it started to burn like an unquenchable fire. I could see the small flame of revelation become like a fire shut up in their bones. I saw that this fire would continue to burn until the appointed day would come when these rabbis could hold it no longer, and they would shout it from the top of the mountains, "Yeshua is Messiah! Yeshua is Messiah!" I actually thought about how we pray for this in our little prayer meetings from Kansas City, that Jesus would appear in his glory. I looked over, and this was the first time I saw the face of Jesus, and he had tears running down his cheeks. And I could hear him saying, "Oh Jerusalem, oh Jerusalem." I could feel in my heart the passion and the love that he had for Israel. And I could feel the hurt of a lover when no love is given in return. And he looked at me yet again and said, "Until your heart is ripped and torn like your skin is now, you do not know my friends. You do not know me." I could feel deep in my being the depths of love that he had for Israel, like Jacob loved Rachel. Yet his passion extended far beyond natural love. I was yet again crying and crying, and the salt of my tears stung the wounds of my body. I could not stop crying, and right when I thought I could take nothing more, and I had fallen into a crumpled heap on the floor, he said in a low whisper, "It's time to dance." All of a sudden, we were right in front of the Wailing Wall, and he started again, this stomping, this rhythm, this dance with those perfect feet, like none I have ever seen. It was always at the point when I felt the most brokenness and grief that he would say, "It is time to dance." And I could feel the presence of power, and I could feel the power of this dance, dancing upon injustice. Oh, what a sight to see when the Son of God and his perfect feet come spinning around and dancing on injustice. Jesus kept saying, "It's time to dance. It's time to dance." There is a new dance coming that will just come out of our worship and our hearts for the poor of the earth, for the seemingly forgotten, but whom the Lord calls his friends. And just when our hearts are most broken, that is when it is time to dance. Oh, what a sight to see when the King of Kings, the Judge of the earth, and his perfect feet that show the scars of his passion begin to dance and stomp out injustice. It is a literal dance. It is a literal stomp. It is time to dance. We were going down the streets of Jerusalem, right up to the wall where he started to dance. I knew that he was revealing himself to very key people in the Jewish community, very high rabbis in the Jewish community, even in the middle of the dance. I saw their eyes bulge. I could look inside of them and see their hearts begin to pound. I could feel the Lord put inside of them a knowing that he and he alone was the Messiah. The day is coming when the top appointed rabbis of the earth, in the timing of the Lord, he will stir up their hearts, and they will explode on the inside and run to the highest places in Jerusalem and shout to all Jerusalem, "Yeshua is Messiah! Yeshua is Messiah!" Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Right now, they are hiding it and asking themselves, did it really happen? It is already set for an appointed time, and in these days ahead, he is appearing and opening the eyes of men's hearts, and then he will come and set their very bones on fire. I could see these rabbis exploding with the word of the Lord, proclaiming his appearing. It is happening. It is set for an appointed time. It is happening today. Jeremiah 29. But if I say, I will not mention him or speak any more in his name, his word is in my heart like a fire shut up in my bones. Then yet again he said, until your heart is torn in two, and your heart is ripped in two, just like your flesh is. You do not know my friends.